Hi everyone, this is Dave at freeguitarlessonsonline.com. Today's lesson is to do with bar chords, more on the acoustic guitar angle. You can look at the electric guitar video as well for some more insight. We're going to talk a lot about the F chord today, just because it always seems to come up in every song. You know, you're doing a D, a G, a C, and suddenly, oh, that darn F chord. Okay, so just some tips on that. First finger, first fret, covering two strings, okay? Now, your finger needs to be hyperextended a little bit. Not bent that way, but this way. That's called hyperextension. And that's so that you can press down hard enough and at the right angle. See how straight it is? There's a sliver of space between my finger and the first fret. Actually, at the end of the electric guitar lesson video, you can, the last minute or so, you can see I show an angle, a picture of the back of my hand and how it is for a bar chord. So I would recommend taking a look at that if you're not sure. Basically, you don't want your thumb, well, if you're experienced, you can have your thumb over top, but for now, you want it at the back, around the middle of your neck somewhere, so you're pinching, okay? You don't want your thumb over here, over to the side. You want it so that you can pinch like that. Alright, so sliver of space, fingers straight, it's not angled, it's hyperextended. You want to get these both to ring, alright? From there, once you've got that, you can add the second finger on the second fret of the third string. This time it's bent this way so that it can clear the other strings and they can all ring. And hey, if you can get that, you can start using that in your songs right now. And once you get used to that, you can add this third finger onto the third fret of the fourth string. Notice how I still try to keep a sliver of space. I'm not over this way, I'm over this way toward the fret with a sliver of space as best I can. And 1, 2, 3, 4, they're all ringing. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, so there's your F chord, okay? Now, if this is difficult for you, and there's a good chance that it is, it's not an easy chord for some people, for a lot of people, I would recommend using a capo. Okay, that's the thing that you clamp on. I'm going to clamp it on the third fret. Usually you do second or third fret, so that what you do now is you've made the guitar shorter. So now this is your first fret, alright? And what this does is it makes things a little easier. Its frets are smaller, there's less tension on the strings. So start again, same procedure. Get two, add that one. Once you get that, add this one. Get it, take your hand off, shake it out a bit, try it again. Get two strings. Once you get that, add the other one. And if you can get that, add the next one. Once you get that, you can do 3 or 4 reps like that. That's how you're teaching your hand to get the muscle memory of what the muscles need to do, what your brain needs to tell the muscles in your hand to do. And eventually you'll be able to just get the chord, okay? You have to do this a little bit every day for a while, but not for too long. You'll feel the results coming, okay? You'll be able to grab that F chord. And once you've mastered this F chord, any other bar chord you may need to learn, or a tricky chord down the road that comes up in a song maybe that you've never seen before, it'll be that much easier for you to learn that chord because you've mastered the F chord. Because if you can play the F chord, you can probably master just about any other chord you're going to need to do. Alright, so that's a tip, a capo. And use light gauge strings on your guitar. Usually they come to the store a lot of times with medium gauge strings. Try using light gauge strings. Just so that any of the physical demands of playing the guitar aren't a factor, and you can actually learn and enjoy and have fun. Alright, so there's your F. Let's talk about a couple of other chords. Well, B chord happens sometimes. Let's do this quickly. A B chord is, you know your A chord? You probably grab it like this. You can also move one finger over, so you're like this. And you can move that up 1, 2 frets, alright? Then you're at B. Here's A, becomes A sharp, and then it becomes B, a new letter name. And what you can do is do that and put your first finger the second fret of string 1. That's one way to do B. Okay, in the beginning. Again, if this is hard, you can try using the capo. And then once if you think that's too easy, or you can master the official way of doing a B, what you need to be able to do here now is bar with the third finger, not the first finger this time, the third finger. So it's hyperextended. I'm covering 1, 2, 3 strings. All right. So you might want to practice that. There's a sliver of space between my third finger and the fret, and then I add my first finger onto the second fret of string 5. I'm not barring with this finger. I'm only pressing. I'm not using the tip either. I'm using, you can kind of there on my finger, not the tip, the flat part. Just the one note I'm pressing down. This one I'm barring. And you can see my guitar, I'm only strumming 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not strumming this string 6 or this string 1. I'm just doing these 4. Okay? And that's one way of doing a B chord. There's a lot of other things we can do on acoustic guitar that'll be in other lessons. You know, if you use your fingers, you can do E's like that, and A's like that, things like an A and E that are a lot easier on your right hand and sound quite pretty because you're using your fingers. Anyhow, that's it for now. Have fun. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, I'm Dave at freeguitarlessonsonline.com, and I hope this lesson was helpful for you and inspired you in some way to keep dusting off your guitar, keep playing. Thanks. Have a good day.